So, projected sellout coming up this Saturday. How much are you looking forward to this game, home opener?
I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, coming off last season, and coming off with the guys and the new coach, everybody excited for a new season. So it's good for us to have a good crowd coming in, and hopefully we can feed off that and have a good day on Saturday and get better at the things we need to get better at, and hopefully we can win the game.
So much hype around this team, obviously for a good reason, but how do you handle that personally?
I try to just channel it all out, really. Obviously, we have a lot of expectations, but, you defeat that by taking game by game, practice by practice, not looking at the, broad sort of things, the broad picture as far as how far guys are saying we might be Final Four bound or, Sweet 16 bound or something like that. I'm just looking at it for a game by game basis and a practice by practice trying to get better, and we can go from there.
Is that kind of the whole team's mindset? I mean, do you guys have that in the back of your mind just a little bit? I know I'm sure that's one of your goals is to make another run in the tournament. But would you say that's the whole team's mindset, just one game to the next?
Yeah, I would hope so. Obviously, Coach Christian has preached on a MAC regular season title and taking it game by game, practice by practice. So as long as he keeps installing that in his players and us, so I think we'll be fine, and we'll take it by game, and we'll be just fine to win.
Has the identity of this team changed at all with the coaching change? I know Coach Christian, much like Coach Gross, very focused defensively, hustling, making plays. Have you noticed anything different?
Well, not really. Obviously, he's really been preaching rebounding a lot lately. But that's nothing that Coach Gross didn't preach when he was here. He preached rebounding, communicating on defense, talking on defense, doing things like that, and also rebounding the ball and offensively having freedom, hitting open shots, hitting open guys, passing the ball. So I think it's a little bit similar in different ways. Just how they approach things may be a little bit different, but in the same in a sense.
If there's one aspect that you guys are looking to improve on the most? I mean, you look very sound defensively against. I know it was against Mercyhurst, but maybe offensively a little sloppy in some areas. If there's one aspect that you guys are looking to improve on the most, that Coach Christian's trying to drive home the most, what do you think that would be?
I think it'd be rebounding. Obviously, offensively, we're gonna hit shots. We're gonna find open guys. I think we'll be fine offensively. Defensively, I think we'll be fine defensively. Except the only thing we have to do is you have to finish off the possession by rebounding the ball. And I think that's a part of being a great defensive team is rebounding the ball and not allowing second chance opportunities and things of that nature. So I think rebounding is a big factor on how far we can succeed and go this year.
Lastly, how big of an advantage is it? A lot of other teams can't say this, having all 5 starters coming back. From a chemistry standpoint, how big is that for you guys?
It's real big. Obviously, we know each other a lot. We know, in the sense where each other is going to be on the court, what they like to do. Sometimes it takes a while to figure out, what a particular teammate wants to accomplish on the court and what spot is he hot at, what does he like to do. And I think that's just knowing the player, knowing your teammates. Even off the court, I think it can help us as well, knowing each other well and spending time with each other and been there, done that for a couple of years, and now we've been together. So I think it's going to really help us.
Is there what's kind of the non-conference game mentality? I know with like MAC games, there's a lot of rivalry, a lot of hype, really fighting for the championship. What kind of mentality do you guys take towards these non-conference?
It's funny this year because how a lot of our coaches saying this non-conference is going to be a little different as far as. I think it's probably the toughest non-conference we had around here in a long time. As far as we got a lot of Atlantic 10 conference teams. We have Memphis, Oklahoma, and we obviously have Marshall again and some teams of that nature. So I think we take it game by game and we can escape some of those and really tough out some games. I think we have a really chance to get at a large bid. I think that's high on our that's high on our goal list to get at a large bid. And not having to worry about the MAC not winning, 3 or 2 games in a row to go to the NCAA tournament. So if we're able to run the tables in non-conference, do pretty well. It's hard to stay undefeated. Obviously, we might have some slips here and there that we're going to have to get up from and rebound from. But I think if we do a good job for the most part in non-conference, I think we have a good chance, of getting at a large bid.
That's all I have.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
No problem.
Nice meeting you.
You too. What's your name again?
Kaylee.
Kaylee.